them in a way you cannot imagine. All these guys, so many COVID infections, and they just didn't care. They made it happen.
Well, I know it's the cliche of cliches. Nothing lasts forever. So sooner or later, it took 18 years, but the Cleveland Browns, and it took even longer than that. Since 1969, when they won a road playoff game, pre-merger, we still had an AFL and an NFL. They lost 8 straight since then.
Good luck.
What a night. Cleveland looked like they were going to romp if you tuned in late. Pittsburgh got all of the momentum in the middle of the game, third quarter. There's a look at Ben Roethlisberger. No talk about, retirement. What's going through his mind right now as he looks forward to the 2021 season, whether or not. Volkswagen Postgame Report coming up next after these messages from your NBC station.
Welcome to the Atlas Cross Sport Postgame Report. Here now, Jack Collinsworth.
Well, the same old Browns took that personally, even without one of the rising stars in head coaching. A defining night for Baker Mayfield, Cleveland's first playoff win in Baker's lifetime, 48-37, to earn a shot at the defending Super Bowl champs. For the Steelers, an 11-0 start collapses. They lose 5 games in the last month and let the conversations about Ben Roethlisberger's future begin. Let's hit our players of the game. Baker Mayfield, he is undefeated in the postseason, 1-0 right now, in control all night, 21 of 34, 263, 3 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry was the man, 5 catches, 92 and a TD, and MJ Stewart, an interception early that sparked this defense, and 9 tackles as well. Here is Michelle Tafoya with Cleveland's new chosen one, Baker Mayfield.
Baker, you didn't have your head coach, Kevin Stefanski, tonight. You haven't won here in 17 years. You had players out with COVID, coaches out with COVID, facility closed, very little practice. No one believed you could come here and win. What made you believe?
We believe. People on the outside don't matter to us. It's on the inside, and we believe the whole time. And that's all that matters. We had Michael Dunn stepped in at left guard for Joel Bitonio, and then Michael got hurt, and a guy named Blake that I introduced myself to literally in the locker room before the game stepped up in the fourth quarter. So, we have a resilient team. Defense played great in the first half, and we kind of stalled out and let them kind of climb back into the game. But it's a great team win right there. Guys stepping up all over the board. I'm proud of these guys.
You talked about the offensive line. How did you not only survive behind that line, but actually thrive?
Getting the ball up quick, great game plan, and then AVP called it great. We trusted in our plan and just went out there and executed.
Next week, you head to Kansas City. What do you see in your team that makes you believe once again that you can take down the defending Super Bowl champs?
Yeah, obviously it's a great challenge for us, but I said it last week after we won the game to get in the playoffs. Once you're in, anything can happen, and we believe in ourselves, and we're going to keep it that way.
What is going through your mind right now? What's the emotion?
I'm ready to get back in the locker room and see these guys.
Go get them.
Appreciate it.
All right, Baker, congratulations. Jack?
Well, we need Super Wildcard weekends more often. Up next, the divisional round starts Saturday, 4:35 Eastern on Fox with Rams, Packers. Then here on NBC, 8:15 Eastern, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. The Bills host the Ravens. Coverage begins at 7:30 on Sunday. The Browns visit the Chiefs, 3:05 on CBS. And at 6:40 on Fox, round 3 of Brady and Breeze. The Bucks and the Saints shut down the weekend. If you're in the mood for comedy, Peacock's got you covered with every season of The Office, and only on Peacock, every episode of Parks and Rec, 2.5 Men, and originals like Saved by the Bell. Sign up at PeacockTV.com to get started. Cleveland has arrived. Al and Chris wrap up the weekend when we come back.
Welcome back to the Atlas Cross Sport Postgame Report.
Look at some of the emotion. This is a few moments ago after the game, Ben Roethlisberger and his center, Mr. Pouncey, and the tear coming down the eye of Ben, Marquise Pouncey, and Juju Smith-Schuster, and that summed it up. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, a team that was favored to win tonight. Nobody thought Cleveland had a chance. I got to tell you, the interview with Baker Mayfield when he said, I had to introduce myself to a guy named Blake in the locker room, and Blake Hans is in there at a critical time in the game when Pittsburgh has some momentum. Incredible.
You know, when you have a quarterback that gets it, and I could tell from the very beginning that, first of all, Baker was not going to lose this game. He was going to get the ball out of his hands against the #1 pass rush team in the National Football League, and he was not going to lose it. But he did so much more than that tonight. Baker Mayfield tonight understood everything that was going on in the field, took advantage when he could, and really has just made himself the man forever in Cleveland.
Next week we'll see a couple of pretty good quarterbacks as
gosh.
well. Lamar Jackson, of course, Allen in Buffalo has been tremendous. Your first thoughts about that matchup?
I just think of Josh Allen, the play he made where he scrambled around and flipped the ball out for a touchdown in their game. And Lamar Jackson's touchdown run today may have been one of the best plays I've ever seen in the playoffs. He simply just said, you're not going to tackle me out here. So you have two guys now, along with Baker Mayfield, who we got to see tonight out of that same draft class. And boy, what a name they're all making for themselves.
The Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in 18 years. They advance now to the round of 8. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, is local news. Our thanks, as always, to our great crew, Fred Godelli, Drew Escoff, calling all the shots downstairs. For now, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle Tafoya. Terry McCauley, our entire crew, saying good night from Pittsburgh and talk to you from Buffalo next Saturday night here on NBC.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this special presentation of the National Football League.